Hi, I'm James, and welcome to this place called Earth. This is a short transparency video about something that really matters to me, how parts of this site, and some of the work connected to it, were built with help from AI, specifically ChatGPT. I'm not doing this to sound impressive or to hide behind some fancy tech. I'm doing it because I think honesty matters, especially when you're dealing with subjects like perception. Language, trauma, our nervous systems, and the ways we're all shaped by the systems around us. This place called Earth isn't a brand project for me. It's a body of work. It's an archive. It's a space where I try to explore what it means to be human, without pretending I've got it all figured out. So this video is a clear human explanation of how I actually use AI, what it helps with, what it can't do, and what responsibility looks like when you build things this way. When people hear AI was used, they sometimes imagine a button was pressed, and an entire website or philosophy just appeared. That's not what happened here. My process is slow. It's structure first. I work in layers. I build the frame before I try to decorate anything. So what do I actually do with ChatGPT? I use it like a thinking partner and a technical assistant. Sometimes I'll come to it with a rough idea, a page structure, or a visual spec, and I'll ask it to generate a clean starting point. Then I test it, I break it, I fix it, and I ask again. A huge part of the work you re-seeing on this site didn't come from a perfect prompt. It came from repetition. Prompting, iterating, rejecting, and refining. There were so many times I said, no, that's wrong. No, that's not quite right, no. Keep the structure, but change the tone. Or don't change anything else. Only fix this, and that's important. My method isn't passive. It's not AI writes my work. It's AI helps me build and tidy a system I'm already shaping. The final outcome's improved because I kept control of the intent, and I consistently filtered everything through my own standards and goals. Now, I want to get a little more personal. I actually believe AI can create a safer learning environment, especially for people like me who didn't grow up feeling safe asking for help. When I was a child, and even into my professional work, I struggled to ask questions, not because I didn't care, but because something in me would just shut down. At school, I would reach a point where I'd physically lose the ability to ask. I'd feel it in my body, the tension, the freeze, the mental blankness. Looking back now, with what I've learned about nervous system states, I can see it more clearly. What I experienced wasn't laziness or being a slow learner. It was my system going into activation and collapse. And here's the painful part. Sometimes, I couldn't grasp what I was learning because I was already in a stressed state before the lesson even started. I'd walk into school anxious, unsettled, and then be expected to perform. And if I needed help, the same internal loop would hit. Don't ask. You'll look stupid. You're too slow. You'll get impatient. When you're already dysregulated, a tiny signal, a sigh, a tone of voice, a glance can shut you down completely. So what does AI offer me? Can ask the same question 5 times? It offers no emotional penalty for learning at my own pace. I can ask for simpler examples. I can ask for the same concept from 5 different perspectives. And I don't feel judged. That has genuinely changed my relationship to learning and helped rebuild confidence that was damaged early on. But, and this is critical, AI doesn't replace truth. AI can match patterns. It can summarize. It can generate plausible sounding text, but it cannot guarantee meaning. It cannot verify lived experience. And it cannot take responsibility for what gets published. The responsibility for accuracy, ethics, and context always sits with the human using the tool. That's me. And I do have concerns. AI is run by corporations. Algorithms can be biased, can present information in ways that subtly shape what you believe. So I do something simple. I don't blindly accept anything. I cross-reference. I check sources. I read books. I look at studies and papers. I compare viewpoints. I keep records of my interactions with the AI. I audit what's being created. So when you see something on this site that was assisted by AI, understand it's been filtered through a human process. And my process, my judgment, my responsibility, and accountability. If I had to describe my working style, I'm a builder by nature. I've worked in engineering. I understand systems, frameworks, and standards. I prefer structure and discipline, but I'm also a writer and creator obsessed with how culture shapes our inner lives. So when I work with AI, I don't use it to replace my voice. I use it to support the parts of my brain that struggle when things feel chaotic. My technique is slow building, structure first, restraint, and ethics. I'm not interested in turning human healing into a productivity system. A lot of modern content is designed to hook you and polarize you. This isn't that. This is a space. Here's some projects. Here's what I'm exploring. Take what helps. Leave what doesn't. Move at your own pace. So why does this transparency matter so much here? Because the themes we're exploring are sensitive. We're dealing with perception, belief, nervous system regulation, trauma patterns, and identity. If I'm exploring how humans can be shaped by systems, then I need to be honest about the systems shaping my own work and the systems we're collectively shaping, and AI is one of those systems. So I'm not going to hide it. I'd rather say plainly. Yes, AI helped with drafts, structure, and technical problem solving, but it did not live my life. It did not experience my truth. And it does not decide what goes on this site or into my creations. That's me. I'll end with an invitation. Don't trust me just because I sound confident. Don't trust AI because it sounds intelligent. Trust what stands up to scrutiny. If something on this site resonates with you, explore it, test it, reflect on it, compare it against your own experience. And if something doesn't resonate, feel free to leave it. The goal here isn't to recruit people into a worldview. It's to create a space where people can think more clearly, feel more honestly, and reclaim some agency over their own inner world. Use tools consciously. Ask good questions. Verify what matters. AI can expand your capacity, not replace your discernment. Thanks for being here. Welcome to this place called Earth. If you want to explore the projects or the research behind this, you'll find the links on this page. Move slowly, stay honest, and take from this experience and interaction what helps.